gamers, we meet again. What are we doing, Goku? What are we doing?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
We are ranking the scariest Five Nights at Freddy's jump scares. We've gone over which one of them's We've gone over which ones I think I could beat in a fight, and now we're going over which ones I would scream at with fright. Now, before we get into the tier list, a few rules, okay? We are ranking the characters and how scary their jump scares are, okay? So, if one character has one jump scare, but one really good jump scare, it'll bump it up a little bit. But if one character has just real trash jump scares, it ain't getting saved. So, we're rating it as a character-by-character basis, okay? Here we have the tier list, okay? Let's go over the tiers real quick. Terrifying experience. It's the best of the best, the big leagues, okay? Only the scariest characters' jump scares go in that one, so that's pretty good. That was startling. Obviously not as scary as terrifying experience, but if I see that, I'm proclaiming myself as startled. Officially, meh. Not what I would call scary. There's jump scares that, as the name suggests, are not what I would call scary. And white noise for baby, the perfect soundscapes and lullabies to put your infant son to sleep. And of course, we have UCN at the bottom in its own category, because... And to see all these beautiful jump scares, we're going to be using Ultimate Jumpscare Simulator. We're fine. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more of this, hit subscribe. Without further ado, let's get stuck into this. Five Nights at Freddy's 1. We're going to start with Freddy's jump scares. This is Power Off. It's good. That's a good one. And this is regular. His regular one. I like it. I like it. There's a lot to love about this jump scare. I think Freddy's jump scares are very scary. This one catches you off guard because he slips in and then he just jumps you from the side. And this one obviously is iconic. The power going off. I honestly think that's a terrifying experience. Like, Scott just nailed Freddy, which is good because Freddy is the most important. You want to get him right at least. Bonnie. Bonnie time. Okay. Not Scott's finest work, alright? Not his finest work. The first time you see it, you're like, holy moly. The second time you see it, it just loses all its effectiveness. I'm putting that in meh. Bonnie, up till that point, when he's in the cameras, is like intimidating. And then he gets there, and you're like, oh! You know? Chica! They're not the best jump scares, alright? These two are pretty weak. But this one feels creepier. I think there's just something inherently creepier about the way Chica looks in that jump scare compared to Bonnie. I think Chica deserves... That was startling. I think that's what that deserves. I think... Foxy! I mean... Does it really need to be said?
Goo goo gaga.
And finally, the classic. Goodness. That is... Goes for a long time. No notes, really. I honestly think that is incredible. And the fact that it crashes your game afterwards. Look, I know y'all were mad at me for sleeping on Golden Freddy, but I'm certainly respecting the jump scare, okay? Now, it is FNAF 2 time. Alright, Toy Freddy first. No, just doesn't do it for me. You know what he's animated like? He's moving like the Bowser gif. Do not, please, do not, I regret saying that, do not search up the Bowser gif. Don't. That's not what I would call scary. That is not what I call scary. I think he does have an uncanny look to him, but yeah, no, he... Oh man, that's awful. Toy Bonnie. Well, that's better. It's still not great, but it is better. I'd probably put it in meh. And the reason why I'd put it in meh is because I think it's got motion to it. Like he jumps towards you. It kind of makes sense. When Toy Bonnie jump scares you, he's jumping. All right. And that's kind of like, whoa. All right. Not like crazy startling. Like I don't think it's got the fear factor. Because I think as uncanny as these guys kind of look, they are cleaner looking and not as scary. That's kind of where I think. That's my reasoning behind it, I guess. Toy Chica. Yeah, it's good. That's a good one. That's a good one. Toy Chica's going in that was startling. And the reason why is when Toy Chica takes her beak off, it's like, that's not supposed to happen. And then Toy Chica jumps at you. So it's the best of both worlds, in my opinion. And I think it's pretty startling. Mangle. I think that's good. I think it's good. I think it's startling. I think it's startling. Mangle's character design and the fact that you know it's coming actually does add a lot. The puppet. The puppet. Where does the puppet go? That's really good. Maybe I'm a sucker for the ones where they jump towards you, but I'm a big fan of the puppet's jump scare. And you know it's coming. You see the hallucinations, and then just out of the tunnel, the puppet just launches straight at you with those glowing eyes that you hadn't seen before. And I think it also, with the fact that the music box is such a stressful mechanic, I think it's pretty effective. I'd say it's pretty effective. Withered Freddy. No, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. That's shocking. Withered Freddy isn't even that scary of a design. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm sorry if you disagree. I think he belongs in White Noise for Baby. He's kind of doing a peekaboo kind of move, so maybe it just makes sense. Bonnie. It's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. I think the lack of movement animation is definitely hurting it a little bit, but I mean, nothing more powerful than that, okay? I'm putting it in that was startling. Shout out Toilet Face, Toilet Bunny. Shout out Toilet Bunny. Withered Chica. It's just not doing it for me. It's just not doing it for me. And it's a shame. Withered Chica's design is insane. It's so creepy. And for the jump scare to just be that, it hurts my soul a little bit. Huh? It just does. It really does. I wish it would be scarier. That freaking face is terrifying. And the jump scare just lets it down hard. Withered Foxy. Oh, that's immediately. I don't even have to think about that. I don't even think that there'd be much commotion about that decision. That's an incredible jump scare. I mean, just look at it. It's fantastic. And then finally, Golden Freddy from FNAF 2. I don't think it's that good. I don't think it's that scary. I don't think it's... I mean, the idea of a big head coming towards you obviously does send some chills down your spine. The way it's telegraphed... You know what? The only place it's scary in when you're the puppet and it comes out of nowhere, that's the one time I'd say it's scary. You know, I might bump it up to meh, actually. Just because of that one mini game, I think it does earn its keep a little bit. FNAF 3, you already know. Springtrap's got 2 jump scares. And they're both awful. Huh? Not what I would call scary. Springtrap's got so much aura throughout the entire game, alright? As he's coming to your office, as he's staring in with that pose. And then he kind of like slides up to you. Look, if this was a hype moments and aura tier list, they might be higher. But Springtrap has not done well for himself. Phantom Freddy. I'm going to put Phantom Freddy in meh. And the reason why is the build-up is great and the jump scare is alright. Like the build-up where his shadows on the wall, I think that's scary. And then afterwards, not really. Not the best. Phantom Chica time. No. Nah, I'm good, Phantom Chica, I'm good. That is not scary because I think the design tries to do a lot of the heavy lifting and the jump scare itself is just not it. It's just not where it is, unfortunately. Phantom Foxy. Phantom Foxy. My favorite. That's awesome. That's great. That's fantastic. I'm glazing Foxy right now, and I think it's deserved. That's where I think that is. All right? Everything from the fact that he is standing in your office just to the side. All right? That splish is scary. Okay? So Phantom Mangle isn't on here. Phantom Mangle's jump scare is not really a jump scare. I think that's actually the most accurate white noise for baby one. Like, if you just hear the sound he makes, it's kind of white noise, all right? Phantom Balloon Boy. I hate to give it to him, but that's a pretty decent jump scare. I think it's very startling because he's on the monitor. You lower the monitor, and then he jumps straight at you. It's like, why is he on the monitor? And you turn down the monitor, and then he's like, he's there. Phantom Puppet is again white noise. Like, these two are pretty synonymous. FNAF 4 time. This is where we're gonna get some good ones, I reckon. Nightmare Freddy. Nightmare Freddy's got 2 jump scares. It's good. Now, the thing about FNAF 4 is a lot of the jump scares are definitely carried by the incredible designs. And I think that's good, and I think that's important. I'm a bit torn. I do like the fact that he is now kneeling on the bed, but I don't think it sits on it like long enough for it to be super effective. I'm gonna put him in meh. I think that's where he belongs. I still don't think it's a terrible jump scare. I don't think he's got terrible jump scares, but I just don't think they're the best. Nightmare Bonnie. Nightmare Bonnie in the room. Nightmare Bonnie in the hallway. That one's really good. I'm a fan. I am a fan of that one. That is startling. I think Bonnie's design and just the aura, you know? Which I know I said I wasn't ranking, but you gotta give it to him. I think that's pretty scary. I think it's startling. Nightmare Chica. I used to find that one scarier than I did now. I don't know what's happened. I think I'm going to put it in meh. A lot of these jump scares I definitely found scarier back in the day. I think the camera work on them is a little shoddy. Nightmare Foxy. Again, man, I'm not feeling it. I think it goes in meh too. I think there's more they could have done. I think Scott loves to have the camera kind of wobble up. Imagine if you got knocked down and then you like, you know? That'd be cool. Nightmare Fredbear. I think the change up in character is good. I think that's good. I'm just not really feeling it though on these ones. They all seem very similar. You can disagree with me in the comments, but they all just seem pretty similar. Obviously, they are the scariest character designs. I don't know. I just feel like they could be doing more. Now, Nightmare. It's great. It's fantastic. That is actually fantastic. You might be going, Evan, you've been talking about animation and that being important, and this one is just a still image. While animation is great, and it does make the character feel more weighty, there's also the inverse of that. Much like with Golden Freddy, if you take that out, pull that out, it now feels like, what the frick's going on? Like, something's different. Something's not right. Usually they run up to me, pick me up, and shake me around. This guy's just staring me down. I think that's very scary. And obviously, I do realize people do find different things scary. This is kind of a biased personal list. This is what I think. So feel free to disagree, but I think this is super effective. Anyway, a lot of yap. I'm very passionate about the jump scares, as you can tell. Plush trap. I already know. I just already know. Oh, actually, not what I would call scary, because at least it's unpredictable. I probably also put Nightmare Balloon Boy there. Okay, he just looks full of joy and whimsy. He just looks like he's having a great time. Sorry, he's out, he's just having a good time. He's smiling, he's laughing. Nightmare Mangle, what do we have for you? I honestly think it falls into the same category. I think it falls into the same categories as these guys. Man, I honestly thought that these would be better. I think the jack-o'-lanterns are probably going to earn the same spot. Yeah, I think Bonnie is very similar, so I'll put him there. Jacko Chica is also quite similar, so I think meh. And then finally, Night Marionette. Wow. Wow, that is a great jump scare. That's going to be a terrifying experience. It's sister location time, starting with Baby. Baby doesn't have a jump scare. Okay, Ballora. We're starting with Ballora. That's good. That is very good. Not many notes on that one. That one is less good, admittedly. That one is less good. This one is great because it comes out of left field, like from the side, and then just the face opens up and reveals that she's looking at you. I think there's something effective about that being the face of it, and then the face transforming into something completely horrifying. I think that's good. Just not as effective. That jump scare wishes it had a fraction of the scare that Ballora's did. That's not what I would call scary. That one is really effective. That one is not that effective. All right, there's levels to this. And then Endo 2, or whatever his name is. Endo Bear. That is awful. That's going UCN category just for embarrassment alone. Man, that is... Wow. Wow. Shut time, Foxy. Not bad, not bad. Bad. Not bad, bad. Not bad, bad. I like that this one implies that he's grabbing you, but the motion of it is just not the best. Not what I would call scary, that's for sure. That's for sure. Enid. Okay, Enid has 4 jump scares. Dude, Enid's last jump scare is just the Mr. Beast slide. Man, I don't know what to do with you, Enid. You don't have terrible jump scares up here. That's not the best. This one is definitely better, but holy moly are these ones shocking. Holy moly. Wow, okay. Enid, I hate to do it to you, but white noise for Baby. You're just dragged down by those last jump scares so badly, so horrifically. It just doesn't do anything for you. I'm sorry. Biddy bab, biddy bab, biddy bab, bibby. It's cute. He's trying his best. It's not scary, but he's trying his best. Baby's first jump scare. Well, that would be in this one, actually. That's the white noise for Baby, and then that's Baby's first. You get it, right? You get it? You get it? Evan, put a funny GIF right on my finger right now. Bonnie. I just realized. I've done it again. I did this last video. I've been blocking every freaking one. So I'm sorry. Evan in post. Editing, Evans, you're not gonna like this one.
Yeah, you're damn right, buddy.
The bonbon. That's the wrong one, sorry. But they're the same jump scare. They're the same jump scare. Can I say something crazy? It's not giving it high praise. Something kind of scary about that. Like, I see it. There's something about the little puppet just staring with that face, making that sound. Not terrible. I'll tell you that. It's not terrible. The mini arenas. Oh, that's actually good. They don't have eyes. So when they jump scare you and they have eyes. Wow. Pizzeria Simulator. You might know where this is going. Molten Freddy. We're doing Molten Freddy, by the way. Alright. Yeah. I'm not feeling it for you. I'm not feeling it for you, Molten Freddy. The design is great, but the animation is just, it's not doing much. Lefty! Nah, definitely not. That's not great. There's just nothing. No movement. No movement going on, alright? Gosh, I'm such a hypocrite. I said these guys were good for having no movement, but when this guy has no movement, I don't think it's that good. And then these guys are the best because they have no movement. But I just don't think it works for Lefty. I think there's specific circumstances. But when Lefty does it, I don't feel it. Scrap Trap. That's better. That's not terrible. There's something like he's crawling up on the table. Yeah, I like that. Now, again, I don't think they're great jump scares. I don't think Pizzeria Sim has great jump scares, but I think Meh is good for that. And Scrap Baby, I think it's better than these two, but I think they're very similar. Not the best jump scares in the series. And now, just to really humor you guys, let's have a look at probably one of the worst jump scares in the game. Look at how they butchered my boy. Look at how they butchered my boy. He's not supposed to do that. Ultimate Custom Night is not good. And it didn't have to be. I'm not saying Scott is awful at it. It didn't have to be. It's a game. You know, it's a fun game. It's not like supposed to be scary. Security breach time. Rockstar Freddy. Whoa, he has so many jump scares. Okay, we're just gonna shotgun through these. I think Ruin's jump scares are good, but I think they lean less on scare factor and more on like spectacle factor. And I think these jump scares aren't the best. So if we were to summarize all of them into it, I don't think Freddy's jump scares are that scary. I wouldn't call them scary. They have their Rockstar Chica. No, that's a really bad jump scare. That's a little better, but still not great. Not incredible. Not incredible work. I think it just makes not what I would call scary, just for that second jump scare where she spins the head and the eyes kind of rolling around. Roxanne. That one's violent. That one's violent. I think that's meh. I think that's meh. Monty. Yep. That one's alright. That's good. That's good. Okay, you know what? That's good. I still think it's meh. I don't know. I feel... Nah, I think it's meh. I think it's meh. I think that's where it kind of belongs. We desperately need some wins. There are so many average jump scares in this series. I think I'm just starting to realize now how many average jump scares are in this game. Moon. Okay. Tickle monster. Freaking jump scare. That's really not great. He just... But ladies and gentlemen, I've saved the best for not last, but it's certainly further in the video, and that is white woman jump scare. There is nothing scarier. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to honor Vanessa as a terrifying experience. That is terrifying. DJ Music Man. That 808 is crazy. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. It's really not great. It's not a great jump scare. And then the Mini Music Man. I still don't know how Gregory dies to that. Ruin's jump scare really does lift it up. It really does. Huh? I don't think it's great, but it's definitely been saved from White Noise for Baby. Vanny jump scare. No. No. Sorry, Vanny. Sorry, Vanny, that is not scary at all. Mapbot? Is Mapbot here? Mapbot is here. That is the Mapbot jump scare. There are also actually two others. That one's a good one. I don't know why I have these. I don't have these guys. Hold on. The Mapbot jump scare, as much as I love it, it's not the best. And the Night Marionette Staff Bots is startling. I just think there's something, yeah. Like, all of them kind of lifting their hand up. That's good. That's good. That's startling. It's a good jump scare in a sea of alright jump scares. And then finally, the Blob. The last one, the Blob. No. The Blob. I'm sorry, the Blob. I'm sorry. It's not your day. It's not your day. But it is the day of Secret of the Mimic, because that's where we're at right now. Evan, put up a segue gif.
21.
The first jump scare is Jackie. What is Jackie? Maybe I've just been seeing too many jump scares today, but I don't feel much when I see that. I think the animation is decent, but I don't think it's scary. It's not what I would call scary. The music guy, who I can't remember. Ticket Man. Oh, that's good. I think it's meh though, unfortunately. I just don't, the sound of it isn't that great. Dolly, Nurse Dolly. How do we feel about the Nurse Dolly jump scares? She smacks you on the head. Yeah, not what I would call scary. I think Secret of the Mimic leans a bit too heavily into spectacle a little bit. You kind of lose a lot of the actual scare. So these, okay, I'm gonna group, because there are so many of these, all right? I'm gonna group them all into one territory. We're kind of gonna rapid fire them. I'd say that's meh. Not a great one. Not a great one. Not what I would call scary. That's good, actually. I would be startled. I'm startled. That's actually pretty good. I think the sound carries it a lot. The design is great, and it's pretty quick. That is shocking. That's white noise for baby. You really don't end up high. I'll tell you that. You really don't end up high. Not what I would call scary. That is not what I would call scary. Okay, that's really quick, actually. Not what I would call scary for that one. Now, these little hand puppets, their jump scare is absent from this game, but I'll put it up on the screen right now, and you can experience it, and then you're experiencing it now, and now that it's over, you can see that they're in white noise for baby. Moon Man. Wow, he's just having a good time. He's having a good time. Unfortunately, I'm not having a scared time. The first iteration of Chica. That's good. That's good, actually. That's good. I would put that in meh. That's good. Which is funny because meh sounds like it's bad, and I've been saying it's good, but let's be honest here. We're kind of working with what we got. The cupcake, Chica's cupcake. Yeah. Okay. All right. White noise for baby. That one's not great. White tiger. I think that one is carried by its environment. I think it's a meh. Because when you see the white tiger, it's terrifying. And the jump scare is alright. The Mimic! Big man on campus. Yeah, it's not bad. And now these are the endings. Spoilers if you haven't seen the ending of Secret of the Mimic. Yep. Wow. The Mimic has aura. He does have aura. That's good. That's good. I think the Mimic deserves to be in startling territory. Shout out the Mimic. He tried his hardest. Then we have this. The little Mimic prototypes. So it's alright. It's not that scary, though. There is one more, but I don't have the image. That's decent. That's pretty decent. I'd say it's startling. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the scariest FNAF jump scares tier list. There was not many terrifying ones. There were a decent amount of startling ones. Many jump scares that were just meh. There was quite a few that I would not call scary. And unfortunately, there was a decent amount of white noise for baby, and then there's the UCN jump scares. That's all she wrote. If you did enjoy this video, like the video, comment below your favorite jump scare, and if you think that this tier list is bogus and is wrong in every area, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinions, your feedback, whatever you want. If you want to see more of this kind of content, hit subscribe. Remember, Jesus loves you. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.